Griffin, ready to rock in an Nats uni. And he starts Ronald Acuna. Still hit 21 homers and batted .290.
And you're going to tell, it's not a very high Parker. Jake Irvin, come to mind?
Griffin missing.
Or Griffin Foster. I feel like I was going to make that mistake.
He blows the fastball. Javier Sanoja will bat second for Venezuela tonight. Takes ball.
They will not be using it.
Early test over there for Luis Garcia Jr. at first base. A smile as he taps the bag. Only to sign with the Giants. And he does there what he does best. Drops one into shallow center, and he's aboard with it. Extends the inning to Salvador Perez. Takes ball one. Got jammed a bit, fouls this one away right side. 6'2", yeah. But 255, and he's a force.
What was that line in Liar Liar?
First pitch swinging, fouls it away right side.
Look, pitch selection, we see him, he's not...
You know he's going from first to second at some point. Might then go from second to third. This one into the corner, Wynn taking it. And that'll...
Around, they cover each other. That's a good defense.
Two hopper out to short. That's Ezequiel Suarez playing off third at a shortstop position as Abrams takes ball one. He's been a leadoff hitter the vast majority.
Free swing. Dude walked over 70 times last year.
Right.
You know, like that's a big deal.
The 2-2 to Abrams with Wood going from first. Throw down by Perez, not in time. And James Wood, a little bit of an ambush.
Here towards the back end of it. Lower half not being there helps out. Another. I think there's a lot of auto swings last year. And your team.
Against righties the last couple of years, they have been right field and over the head of Ronald Acuna. Right on the heels of James Wood, who stumbles up plate not in time. Wood in stand. Venezuela brings the infield in here with runners in scoring position. Fouled off left side. 2. Hit safely in 21 of... Awaits a 2-2 and slaps it out to left center. That'll be deep enough to bring in at least one. Drifting and making the play is a break.
Hits the ball. Some in spring training.
I'd be out for 3 months.
We know that.
Cruz down on...
So obviously you love watching your team, but there's nothing like being on the mound, being able to...
Again and get ready for the next start.
So 3 strikeouts in your inning and 2/3. What was working well in your arsenal?
Off speed. I think it was great with getting ahead, staying ahead, and I think that's the big goal for me this year is to that bat you can rely on better results.
Josiah, lengthy recovery for you from Tommy John surgery. What did you learn about yourself?
Just my support system to be able to build me up each day and kind of keep enjoyed some football, a lot of wedding planning. Obviously had the wedding and every day.
Josiah, thanks so much for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you back out there on the mound.
Absolutely.
Placed on the IL April 9th of 2024. Then had the TJ, the internal brace, coming in and making a diving attempt there is Dylan. He's having a big offensive start to spring. 7 for 14. 5 of Ben Brady's bat last year. Only 4 home runs. But
the part is going to be huge for him of the approach. Laying off pitch. Make sure that you secure the baseball and fire a strike like he did right there. It was a fantastic play. There to create havoc by anybody in the outfield. Hey, here we go.
Back our way and off an 0-2 hole. Lays off a pitch close to...
Of the mitt in the zone to try to steal that one.
One hopper right back to Rodriguez, who gloves it. And Keibert Ruiz is out number 2. Ruiz, the incumbent the last few years, Franny's battled the concussion. 4 options for Blake Butera to choose from.
Carter Jensen's there now. The young kid that he's able to bring up.
Pitch coming to Millis. Taken inside. Provided Team Venezuela some extra guys to use at their disposal here tonight. Facing Nasim Nunez. And of course, a big part of that 2019 World Series team lives just... Cianel Perez to face Ronald Acuna Jr., who fouls that one off. National signed him to a minor league deal handful of weeks in recent seasons.
Yeah, it's a quality lefty to have out of the pen, but being corners, right? Being able to... It's missed.
We'll fire a 3-2 to Acuna right in there. And up that type of pitch.
I personally think this is not a... If you talk things that we mentioned a lot last year with Keibert, right? Which was it's trust, right? It's having belief in a
Sanoha ground ball over to third. Brady House, couple steps to his right, and there's the cannon. Meanwhile, you look in there and you see a bunch of Nationals jerseys. Those extra guys that left on left matchup here. Perez and
Tina's in there. You can talk, like, maybe get a chance to talk hitting with them. Talk to Luis Ariz about how do you make contact on every batting average against. It's like 2 hits against last year.
Oof.
Not
good
that many quality contact against.
6.65 ERA. Wood fouls that one right back to the screen to make it 2-2.
That he has and down so perfect, right in time.
Abrams decided about
his body position right now is
off the glove of Contreras, and CJ will reach yet again. He reaches ahead of Luis Garcia Jr., who roasted a ball over the head of Ron. That good?
This curveball sucked. It was a -4. Pick up the spin that easy. And you see it out of hand, you're thinking, oh, that's he's running coordinator in this whole thing.
Cruz, who struck out back in the first, takes that sinker down and away, and it's 1-1.
He had to be there. He's out there every day doing early work. He wants to improve defensively. I mean, he wants
running routine. You could have a defensive routine that I feel like he lacked.
Day. That's when special things could start to happen for that guy. He's done in the first half the last 2 years. Cruz got jammed. Little squibber to the right side. Contreras will flip to Senzatella, and that'll do it for the Nats in the
out there compete, and I was able to do that.
You also finished up your workout in the bullpen. What are a couple of
10
things?
more pitches or so.
You are coming stateside after spending 3 years with the Yomiuri.
You know, so there might be some hiccups here and there, but we're going to try some things because that's what spring training.
Pitch. It's something that we've seen work over there, but how does it translate?
Did pretty good. Yeah.
Can you walk me through the process of learning it?
Yeah, I just kind of talk to my team, the cue that works for me, and then add a little bit of a two-seamer to help with left-handers.
Here you go. All right, guys, back to you. Thanks, Foster.
Yeah, I mean, you got Clayton Beater getting this inning, and that one got Jackson Churio. And here's Eugenio Suarez. Sends a chopper over to third. Brady House will come and get it. Throws to first with 2 runners moving up.
Great decision.
2 scoreless innings so far with a couple of Ks. And sends a...
That slider is...
There's that nasty slider yet again. The glove for support, but he picked that one cleanly with the glove.
Do everything to show him that you're going to pick everything in the dirt, take pride in it.
Get tired pretty quickly, yeah. 3-0 now.
Sure that you're over there. And I think it's going to end up helping. Like, just over at first base.
Contreras takes playing a little bit with commands. We're going to see Simon Matthews come. Takes the first pitch fastball right in there for strike. Went back to the slider and Tovar fouls it away. And was sent down to AAA. And to answer right now, who's the favorite to get saves for the Nationals this season? Out of the gate?
Has to do with getting outs, obviously, but like the swing and miss is real.
Fastball misses. Bottom of the 4th. Brady House will lead off. On 2 hops over to Ezekiel Tovar. And there's one away. Early round games. Joined in Pool D by the Dominican Republic.
Hosting what? Great Britain, Mexico.
Array. It's a great name to have if you're playing for Team Great Britain.
Good.
I wish
Get to
that
know
all
everybody.
the time.
Right. I mean, same.
Significance to him. Both of his parents born in Great Britain. Stick tournament. We want to give them that option. And Matt Mervis will join Harry Ford. Team Israel gave him that opportunity. Millis grounds over to first. Senzatella will cover. And yesterday, as mentioned, 3 for 5 with another homer for Harry. As Richard Lovelady takes over for the top of the 5th, he'll face the...
I believe PJ Pullen possibly tonight. We're starting to see depth. Having those different looks. And that right there. Right, if you were to qualify, I mean, he's going to start seeing and visuals of it. And I just
ball game.
Enjoy the game with you.
Appreciate that.
We did see is like a guy like Nasim Nunez, who over the course had me a lot of them.
Guy that was the Marlins' 20 pitching position. He pitched in 8 games last year. Takes the not surprise you to hear that his favorite play. This one will stay in the yard. James Wood dancing under it. And Acuna has to hold it first. For his career, has batted .317. Popularity. So in today's game, how much is a guy?
I think when you look at Luis Arraez, you look at a guy that it's their grind.
Struck out just 21 times all. Lovelady home with a 3-2. And Arraez gets a piece. Millis hops out to get it, but couldn't pick it up in fair territory.
We got there with Carlos.
The 3-2. Arraez out to right. Lyle broke back, now comes in and has to play it on a hop. Called a pitch timer violation on Lovelady there to Captain Salvador Perez. Pops one up, back of second. Team Nunez will dance around it, let it fall.
Play out a little bit. Thought they
0-2. Lays off the breaking ball, and it's one of
easing him back in, and then June on, he's been a 24 to 121 strikeouts each year.
Yes. Millis again trying to get it in fair territory, and again just missing. Yep. Team Venezuela off the scoreboard. That one gets away from Millis. Check, swing down to first. They say no swing, and now Millis is flipped. Arraez down the line at third on a 3-2. Taken by guy originally signed by the Nationals who was tricked. Faces a Eugenio Suarez with men at the corners. Suarez grounds one up the middle. Nunez has plenty of range and plenty of arm, and picked by Luis. And between us, as Nasim Nunez pops one up down the left field line into foul territory. Eugenio, a lot of questions, learning how things have been done in the past, and learning, you know, kind of how.
Enjoying it and seeing the difference this year versus prior years. Sessions experience better. There's been a lot of comments about that. Wait time's different. Every organization, you know, operates differently. Ownership is different. Speed on everything.
2 outs, and here's C.J. Abrams facing Senzatella.
That and support that. And so the vision of what we're trying to build here in Washington, we now have you guys here as part of Nationals TV. Well, the warm welcome I've had since I got in this world has been amazing.
Plans and ideas of how to, you know, you mentioned improving the fan experience.
It's been awesome to work with him. He's been great about getting our player at Boston College, so that's a shared experience, which is nice. And we're actually hosting the BC team. Maybe something that the fans want improved, and you know, we want to give more options. I think,
like give them that option.
Look, I mean, I think the first thing is, you know, doing things like this and talking.
2-2 from Poulin, fouled off right side. On base has been a really big effort and priority. Is it?
You know, it goes back to the shared sort of values that Paul and I have, and so forth. But we are listening, and I think that's important for the fans to know, and that's why I spent.
Okay, we could run, and that creates great conversation, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, first, you know, it's just being relatable, connecting to the fan base. I have 2 kids.
Left-hander fires, and a nice change-up down and away. Impressive scorecard is done for the night for Kevin Franzen, but we play on. Garcia chopper right back to the mound. And play made there by Chris.
Dark, but to me, it's the approach. It's laying off that 1-0 to get to that 2-0.
Traffic out there to left field. Still here from Suarez.
I love.
Another barrel. That ball is laced out to right. Dalen Lyle, 3. This guy can hit. Dylan Cruz pops one up right side. That'll be in fair territory when.
It was uncanny for a rookie.
And you kind of. Brady House awaits an 0-1. Takes a fastball.
The contact skills, the line drive, the speed.
He takes off from first and beats the throw down from Perez with ease. Dangles and a stolen base for Lyle.
I mean, this we saw with Menez when he was a New York Met before he got traded.
And same hometown as the guy behind the plate for Team Venezuela, Salvador Perez. Into the corner it goes, still traveling. Hebert leaves the yard. It's 5-1 Nats here.
Dashes balls up, right-handed. He loves the ball down.
The Venezuelan native does some damage against his home. Adams out to right center. Falling fast, and a diving attempt made out there. That'll turn the lineup over to Nasim Nunez.
Another Valencia native.
Nunez will send one his way. Another long run for the right fielder. Little hop and he makes the catch. A lot of changes for the Nationals defensively. We'll get for the first time and staying up nearly the entire season. Picked up 2 saves.
Control, always going to be a thing. Him and Clayton Beater. I mean, you look at 2 guys. They
Strikeout for Henry starts his night. And Cutter top of the zone, which I think was a big factor in allowing him to.
Arm issue, not anything that let's keep building because the stuff is there.
Chop back up the middle. And playmate to retire Sanoha.
Hoping that he got to DC to play there.
Andres Jimenez out to right. Nice play out. They've done a tremendous job building this thing up, and there is genuine excitement around
where we're witnessing many games that are quiet. That place is electric. Right in the atmospheres and jump. It's star-studded for so many. We see it with Venezuela. We see it with Team Dominican. But everything that
game to swing one way or the other, and it certainly happened in that Otani Trout match. It was drafted by the Nationals originally out of high school, 39th round.
Yourself in a place that you feel like you're gonna.
That's a 4-run lead as we go top 8. Paxton Schultz, the latest guy, ERA, and he will face Brady Lindsley. Far behind, Orlando Rebalta.
James Wood.
Brady Lindsley, a line drive to left field. For the right side. First, Elijah Green scoops it up and fires to second.
It's a color battle.
Leandro Pineda, the veteran for player development. He's been around the spring trip.
Just the electricity in the stands, man.
Caden Wallace will take charge.
Guys like Miguel Cabrera, he's the GOAT. His eyes lit up. So being
Foul back to the screen by Nate Ochoa.
It's like, oh, the last round, I'll just turn and burn, guys. Don't worry.
Omar Lopez getting a lot of flag whipping above the ballpark before yesterday's exhibition game. The emotion off the end of the bat, out to third.
Good play.
Nice charging play and on the run. A good throw. I took some extra strength Tylenol before sitting in this chair. Swing and a miss.
I like the swing. I like where the swing. So I'm getting in a good spot. This is the guy right here, Robert Hassel.
To be great. You see it every time you watch him work. You talk to him about the game. Or do that in their major league debut. And a hook.
He's really calmed that down. He's talked about.
And he looks at a slider. Previously in the Red Sox organization.
That have come into games the 2 that we have done.
Change up. And a good one from Penn.
Know your misses. That's a good miss.
Line drive out to second. Caden Wallace will glove it and throw to Mervis for the second.
You know, I met some Met fans during the offseason. Back on it, hear me say that.
That Mets fans were awesome.
That were here.
Yeah. Over to third, another try for Yohandy Morales, and a strong throw picked by Mervis.
It's a great first inning matchup. 4 left on left, quality ABs.